everyone. So our lesson for today is all about data management. So in statistical tools derived from mathematics are useful in processing and managing numerical data in order to describe a phenomenon and predict values. So if you invest in financial markets, you may want to predict the price of a stock in 6 months. From now on, the basis of company performance measures and other economic factors. So, as a college student, you may be interested in knowing the dependence of the mean starting salary of the college graduate based on your GPA. These are just some examples that highlight how statistical are used in our modern society. So the purpose of this module is to introduce you to the subject of statistics as science of data. So there is data abound in this information age. How to extract useful knowledge and gain a sound understanding in complex data sets has been more of a challenge. So the lessons of this module will focus on the overview of descriptive and inferential statistics. This includes the basic concept of statistics, measures of central tendency, measures of dispersion, and measures of relative position. So after working on this module, you will be able to define statistics, differentiate descriptive and inferential statistics, evaluate the different measures of the average, explain the appropriate measure of the average to use in a given data set, use a variety of statistical tools to process and manage numerical data, and appreciate the use of statistical data in making important decisions. So what is the importance of statistics? So let us first define what is statistics. So in its plural sense, is a set of numerical data, while in its singular sense, refers to the scientific discipline consisting of theory and methods in processing numerical information that one can use when making decisions in the face of uncertainty. Others define statistics as the art and science of collecting, presenting, analyzing, and interpreting data. Statistic aids in decision making, summarizes or describes data, helps forecast or predict future outcomes, aid in making inferences, and helps in comparison or establishing relationships. So in education, for instance, statistical techniques and methods are used to get information on enrollment, finance, physical facilities, dropout rate, proficiency level, and many others. So in researches, statistical tools are used to test differences, effectiveness, impact, relationships, or interdependence of variable. In management, statistic is used in decision making such as labor relations, human resource allocation, performance assessment, and many others. In economics, it determines trends, helps financial analysts make investment decisions. So these are among the many uses of statistics. So we have here the areas of statistics, includes descriptive and inferential statistics. So what is descriptive statistics? Descriptive statistics is concerned with collecting, describing, and analyzing a set of data without drawing conclusions or inferences about a large group, while inferential statistics is concerned with the analysis of a subset of data, leading to predictions or inferences about the entire set of data. So we have here the following examples of descriptive and inferential statistics. So in descriptive, example of descriptive statistics, the class average of examination. Number 2, range of student scores, average salary, means of managerial satisfaction, average return of investment, number of students weighing at least 50 kg, increased number of students during the past 5 years as cited by the university registrar. So how about inferential? So we have here determine whether the impact of the new advertisement of various age groups is significant or not. Whether there is significant relationship between job satisfaction and the performance of employees. Whether the use of module is significantly effective than the traditional method, and determine the efficacy of brand X vaccine to COVID-19 survivors and non-COVID-19 patients. Classification of variables. So a variable is any characteristics, number, or quantity that can be measured or counted. A variable may also be called a data item. Age, sex, business income and expenses, country of birth, capital expenditure, class grades, eye color, and vehicle type of examples of variable. Are examples of variable. So we have here qualitative and quantitative variables. So the difference between qualitative variable and quantitative variable. So qualitative variable are variables that yield observations by which individuals can be categorized according to some characteristic or quality, while quantitative variable provides information in which a count or quantity is most important. So we have here some examples of qualitative and quantitative variables. So on qualitative, examples are gender, marital status, political affiliation, blood type, student number, GCIS number, and etc. While quantitative examples are weight, height, systolic blood pressure, and number of students. Okay, discrete and continuous variables. So quantitative variable called either be discrete or continuous. So discrete variables are variables or data that can be counted, while continuous quantitative variables are variables or data that can be measured. Okay. So we have here some examples of discrete and continuous variable. So discrete, number of patients, number of students, and number of dropouts. So sa discrete, dapat yung nabibilang, no? Continuous variables are weight, height, systolic blood pressure, body temperature. So ito naman yung na-measure, yung kayang ma-measure. Levels of measurement. So we have here nominal, ordinal, interval, and ratio data are different levels of measurement. So they only differ in the property of numbers, identity, order, additivity that they possess. So what is nominal, ordinal, interval, and ratio? So when we say nominal scale, is the lowest level of measurement and is most often used with variables that are qualitative in nature rather than quantitative. Ordinal scale possesses the property of identity and order. It can rank or order the objects to whether they possess more, less, or the same amount of the variables being measured. So in example of nominal scale, so gender, eye color, smoking status, nationality. No? How about ordinal? So example of ordinal scale, level of educational attainment, military ranks, academic ranks, and class standing. Interval scale. So interval scale possesses the properties of identity, order, and additivity, but do not have the absolute zero property. So the examples are Celsius scale, measurement of temperature and intelligence score. Ratio scale. So ratio scale possesses the properties of identity, order, equality of scale, and absolute zero. So ratio scale doesn't have a negative number. Unlike interval scale, because of the absolute zero or 0 point characteristic. So the examples are weight, height, time spent in watching television, number of students. So we have here the measure of central tendency. So measures of center, or more colloquially average, is the most well-known measures of numeric data. So they are single values intended as representatives which can neatly characterize the whole group. In other words, a measure of the center is any single value that is used to identify the center of the given set of data. So it is often referred to as the average. Thus, trade unions, when negotiating pay increases, often use an average wage as a standard on which to base those increases. So there are three most commonly used measure of the center, namely mean, median, and mode. So what is arithmetic mean? So the arithmetic mean, or simply the mean, is the most popular measure in center. So it is a sum of a set of measurements divided by the total number of measurements in the set. So it is given by the formula. So we have here the formula for the ungrouped data, mean for the ungrouped data. So population mean, so x bar, so to mean, yung x bar is equals to the summation of x. Ibig sabihin, the total of the x values all over the n. Sample mean. So the mean x bar is equals to the summation of x over n. Mean for the group data. So x bar is equals to the summation of f of x over n. F is the number of occurrences or frequency. Ibig sabihin, number of occurrences or kung ilang beses siya lumabas. Ano? Example, number 1. The number of employees at 5 different gift shops are 4, 8, 10, 12, and 6. Find the mean number of employees for the 5 stores. So we have here the solution. So, yung gamitin natin is kasi 4, 8, 10, 12, 6 is an example of an group. Pag sinabing group, 4 to 8, 8 to 10, 10 to 12, yan yung group. So, yung gagamitin natin is formula for the ungroup data. No? So, the population mean, sample mean, the sample mean. So, yung X dito is ito, 4, 8, 10, 12, and 6. So, substitute mo lang dito, summation, ibig sabihin, i-add mo lang yung mga X, ano? Itong lahat, i-add mo lang. Add mo lang. So, 4 plus 8 plus 10 plus 12 plus 6 is equals to 40 all over. Yung N mo dito is the number of X. Kung ilan yung X mo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, substitute mo lang yung 5 dito sa N. So, 40 over 5. So, simplify. 40 divided by 5 is equals to 8. So, the mean number of employees for the 5 stores is 8. Number 2 example. Scores in Math 120 first long quiz for a sample of 10 students are as follows. We have here 84, 75, 90, 98, 88, 79, 95, 86, 93, and 89. So, the same, yung gagamitin na formula for ungroup. So, we have here the mean or the X bar is equal to the summation of X over N. So, yung summation, yung X mo dito is itong mga result ng quiz. So, summation, ibig sabihin, i-add lang natin. So, 84 plus 75 plus 90 plus 98 plus 88 plus 79 plus 95 plus 86 plus 93 plus 89 is 877. At yung N mo dito is kung ilan yung X mo. Bilangin mo lang, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So, substitute mo lang dito sa N, all over 10. So, 877 over 10 is equals to 87.7. Another example. So, the following data relates to the number of successful sales made by the salesman employed by a large microcomputer firm in a particular quarter. So, calculate the average number of sales. So, we have here the number of sales, 0 to 4. Number of salesman, 1. 5 to 9. So, number of salesman, 14. So, 10 to 14. So, yung number of salesman is 23. 15 to 19 na number of sales. Yung number of salesman naman is 21. So, sa number of sales na 20 to 23, may number of salesman na 15. Number of sales, 25 to 29. So, the number of salesman is 6. So, we have here the solution. So, since the given problem is presented in terms of number of salesmen for each range of number of sales, we can use the formula for the mean of the group data. So, that is the mean is equals to the summation of fx or f times x, where f is the number of salesmen and x is the midpoint between each number of sales and n is the total number of salesman. So, yung f dito is the number of salesman. Ano? Yung F is the number of salesman. Ito. 1, 14, 23, 21, 15, and 6. Yun yung mga values ng F. And X is the midpoint between each number of sales. Midpoint. Sa gitna. Halimbawa, sa 0 to 4, halimbawa, meron tayong so, meron tayong 0 0 1 2 3 4. So, ano yung gitna dito? Yan yung tinatawag na midpoint between each number of sales. So, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, yung gitna is itong number 2. Dito lang yan sa 0 to 4. Yung midpoint niya is 2. Dito naman sa 5 to 9, yung midpoint niya is ano? So, meron tayong 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, meron tayong 7, no? 7 yung midpoint. Dito, 7, no? How about sa number of sales na 10 to 14? So, ano yung midpoint? 12. Tama? 12. 15 to 19. 17. 20 to 24. 22, yung midpoint niya, di ba? 25 to 29. 27 yung midpoint. So, careful, bawal magkamali dito kasi isa lang yung mamali mo dyan, mamamali ka na dito sa solution mo, sa answer mo. Okay, so, let's solve. So, the mean is equals to the summation of f of x. Wait. Okay. The summation of f of x all over n. So, yung f mo dito is 2. Substitute mo lang. Check mo lang yung f value mo dito is ato. Diba? The number of salesman. So, 2 times yung x mo is 1. So, ito na. Plus kasi summation. Ibig sabihin, i-add mo lang yung lahat ng f times x. Plus 7, ito na, times 14. Plus 12 times 23. Times, plus 17 times 21 plus 22 times 15 plus 27 times 6 all over n. So, ano yung n? Is the total number of salesman. Total number of salesman. So, i-add mo lang to. 1 plus 14 plus 23 plus 21 plus 15 plus 6. 6 is equals to 80. Yan yung total number of salesman mo. Total, ibig sabihin, i-add mo lang ang salesman. Okay, so, simplify. Solve. 2 times 1 is 2 plus 7 times 14 is 98 plus 12 times 23 is 276 plus 17 plus 21 17 times 21 is 357 plus 22 times 15 is 330 plus 27 times 6 is 162 all over. Copy mo lang yung denominator which is 80. So the mean is equals to 1,225 all over 80. So, simplify. So, the mean is 15 times 31. Therefore, the average number of sales is 15.31. Weighted mean. So, a weighted mean is a kind of average. Instead of each data point contributing equally to the final mean, so some data points contribute more weight than others. So if all the weights are equal, then the weighted mean equals to the arithmetic mean. So the formula is given by the mean, or the x bar is equals to the summation of w times x all over the w sub t. No? So the following example will show how the weighted mean is used in computing the grade point average, or the GPA. So we have here example. A university uses 4-point grading system. So A is equals to 4, B is equals to 3, C is equals to 2, D is equals to 1, and F is equals to 0. So Dillon's second semester grade are as follows. So find his GPA. So we have here the course, or the subject: English, history, chemistry, and algebra. So the course grade, so yung grade niya sa English is B, and the number of units is 4. History course grade is A, and the number of units is 3. Chemistry course grade D, number of units is 3. And algebra, the course grade is C, and the number of units is 4. Okay. So, to compute Dillon's grade point average, the formula for weighted mean is used below, where X is the grade of every subject, W is the number of units, and W sub T is the total number of units. Okay. So, we have here the formula: mean, or the x bar, is equals to the summation of W, or the number of units. Saan yung number of units? Ito. Ito yung W mo. And the x, weighted mean is used below, where x, so yung x mo dito is the grade of every subject. Ito. Diba may value to? Yung course grade. So, yung B mo dito is 3. Yung B mo dito is 3. Yung A is 4. D is 1. And C is 2. C is 2. Okay. Yung course grade mo dito is yung X mo. While the number of units is W. W yan. And the total of number of units is W sub T. Yan. T yan ha. T. W sub T. So, using the formula, so x4 is equals to the summation of the summation of Wx over W sub T. So, substitute mo lang yung values mo sa W. So, we have here 3 times 4. Halina. The course grade times the number of units plus 4. Ito, 4 times 3. And 1 times 3. And 2 times 4. okay lang magka-interchange kasi multiplication naman. So, dapat dito x times w. Kasi w times x. So, dapat 4 times 3 muna. 3 times 4, 3 times 1, 4 times 2. Pero okay lang kasi multiplication naman. So, it can interchange. So, to solve, so 3 times 4 is 12 plus 12 plus 3 plus 8 is equals to 35 all over 14. Bakit naging 14? So, ito yun na W sub t. 4 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 is equivalent to 14. So, 35 over 14 is equals to 2.5. So, De Leon's grade point average for the second semester is 2.5. We have here the properties of the mean. So, the mean may not be an actual value of the observation in the data set because it could be the median or the mode that would give the actual value of the average depending on the extreme values of the data set. So, it can be applied in at least an interval level of measurement. So, it is easy to compute every observation contributes to the value of the mean. So, subgroup mean can be combined to come up with a group mean. So, the mean is essentially affected by extreme values. Median. So, median is the middle value of a set of observation arranged in increasing or decreasing order of magnitude. So, it is the middle value when the number of observation is odd. So, it is the arithmetic mean of the two middle values when the number of observations is even. So, it is the value such that half of the observation fall above it and half below it. So, median may also be computed using the formula for the group data. So, we have here the M sub D is equals to L, or the limit, lower limit, plus N over 2 minus the big F, or the cumulative frequency all over the frequency within the median class, times the class interval. So, N is the sample size. N is the sample size. So, we have here the properties of median. The median may not be an actual observation in the data set. So, it can be applied in at least ordinal level. A positional measure may not be affected by extreme values. Example. Find the median for the data in the following list. So, we have here letter B, 4, 8, 1, 14, 9, 21, and 12. Letter C, 46, 23, 92, 89, 77, and 108. So, we're going to find the median for the data in the following lists. So we have here the solution. AB to, AB, AB. We have here the solution. The data given must be arranged either increasing or decreasing. Then get the middle value for the value of the median, no? So ito yung sa A. So from lowest to highest in a range. So 1, 4, 8 mula dito. 9, 12, 14, and 21. So sa letter B, excuse, letter B in a range. So starting from the lowest, 23, 46, 77, 89, 92, 108. Ano? So the number of observation is 7. Bakit 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Therefore, the middle values is 9. So, yung gitna na value dito sa 7 na observation is yung 9, no? So, yun yung middle value, yung 9. When arranged in increasing order. So, therefore, the median is 9. So, letter B. Since the number of observation is 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, ano? There are two middle values. So, dalawa yung gitna na values. So, paano natin makukuha yung median? So, just add the two values, which is 77 plus 89, and divided by 2. So, 83. Ano? So, the mean is 83. So, therefore, the median is 83. So, ina-average lang. Add, and then divided by 2. So, yun yung median. In example number 2, the median of the ranked list 3, 4, 7, 11, 17, 29, 37 is 11. So what if the maximum value 37 is increased to 55? What effect will this have on the median? So mag-iiba ba yung median? Hindi na ba magiging 11 kung yung maximum value mo na 37 mag-i-increase to 55? So dito, bakit naging 37 yung median? Or 11, naging 11 yung median? Kasi yan yung gitna sa rank list. Pag sinabing median, yung nasa gitna. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yung gitna nito is 11. Ano? So, yung tinatanong, kung yung maximum value ba is na 37 mag-increase sa 55, mag-iiba ba yung median? Yung sagot is hindi, kasi hindi naman madadagdagan yung rank list. Ano? Mag-i-increase lang to, parang mapapalitan lang yung 37 to 55. Pero yung count dito still 7 pa rin. Ano? Yung list 7 pa rin. Ano? So, the median will remain the same because 11 will still be the middle number in the rank list. So, yung 11 pa rin yung nasa gitna sa ranked list. So, in example number 3, find the median in the given set of data. So, number of sales we have here 0 to 4, and the number of salesmen is 1. Number of sales 5 to 9, and the number of salesmen is 14. 10 to 14 is 23, 15 to 19 is 21, 20 to 24 is 15, and 25 to 29 is 6. Ano? So, solution. So, to compute the median of the given set of data, we can use the formula for the group data given by the median, or m sub d is equals to the lower limit plus the open parenthesis, the sample space n over 2 minus the cumulative frequency all over frequency close times the interval. So, in constructing, so we have here the table 1, ano? So, table 1 shows the number of salesmen and the number of sales, which is the frequency. So, in constructing a cumulative frequency, no? So, the number of salesmen here is arranged from lowest to highest, no? 0 to 4, 5 to 9, 10 to 14, 15 to 19, 20 to 24, 25 to 29. So, from lowest to highest. So, in constructing cumulative frequency or the big letter F, ano, copy the first step of the frequency here. Ano, just copy it here in the cumulative frequency. So, how to get the second cumulative frequency, which is 15? Just ano, add 1 plus 14 is equals to 15. Ano? Then, add 23 to 15 to 23 plus 15 is 38. And then, add 21 plus 38. 21 plus 38 is 59. Sunod, 59 plus 15 is 74. And then, 6 plus 74 is 80. Okay. And then, get the half n sub 2 here. To solve for the sample space here, just add the frequency. So, 1 plus 14 plus 23 plus 21 plus 15 plus 6 is equals to 80. So, meron na tayong value ng n. Meron na tayong cumulative frequency I. How to get the frequency small f and the big letter F, or the cumulative frequency? So, get the half of n. Ano? Always first get the half of n, or n divided by 2. So, we have here n, which is 80. So, 80 over 2 is 40. Ano? And then, titingnan mo, pag makuha mo na yung value ng n over 2 mo dito, so, titingnan mo dito yung value ng values ng cumulative frequency. Hahanapin mo, o magpipili ka dyan ng number na dapat hindi lumampas sa 40. Yung pinakamalaking number dyan, pero hindi lalampas sa so, yung F mo dyan is the value of cumulative frequency should not exceed the n over 2. So, we have here the 38. So, 38 lang yung pwede. Kasi 59, lumampas na siya dito sa 40. So, 38 lang. Ano? And then, so one step to the left, lower than the frequency, which is 21. Ano? So, titingnan mo dito yung kapantay niya. Yung 38, kapantay niya is 23. Pero, yung pagkuha ng frequency is yung sa baba. Ano? Sa baba ng 23. Ano? Or sa baba ng, di ba, ma-move forward ka dito, one step to the left. Yung sa baba, yan yung value ng, itong 21 yung value ng frequency. So, yung F mo is equals to 38. And then, yung small letter f mo is 21. And then, one step na naman to the left. So, di ba, ito yung mga lower limit and the higher limit. So, yung 15 mo dito sa lower limit, yung pag-solve, always subtract. So, yung L, lower limit, subtract to 0.5. So, dito sa, mali to, So, dapat, yung L mo is 14.5. 14.5. So, dapat 14 to. 14.5. To, 14 dapat to. Paki-correct na lang dyan. So, ito pa. Ito dapat 15. Ito 14. So, by using the formula for the group data, the median for group data, so we have here the median is equals to the lower limit plus n over 2, or the sample space of over 2 minus the cumulative frequency all over the frequency times the interval. So, substituting the values, so we have here the lower limit, which is the 14.5 plus open parenthesis. So, 40, yung n sub 2 mo, di ba? Yung n sub 2 mo, sinolve natin is 40. Kaya substitute na lang natin dito. Minus 38, yung cumulative frequency. Ito. Cumulative frequency. Over the frequency, which is 21 times the interval 5. Wait lang. Paano pala natin nakuha yung interval? So, dito, di ba, yung I natin dito is 5. So, halimbawa dito. So, lahat yan, yung interval niya is 5. Halimbawa, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5. Bilangin mo lang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 lang pala. Wala to. 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 0, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, 5 yung interval. How about 25 to 20, 5 to 9? 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, 5 din. So, lahat yan dyan, 5 yung interval. Okay, let's move on. So, simplify. So, copy 14.5 here plus 40. So, yung pag-solve dito ha, para hindi kayo malito. 40 minus 38 over 21. So, i-subtract mo muna to sa calculator nyo. 40 minus 38 equals. Then, divide sa 21 equals, and then, times 5. No, wag nyong dikit-dikitin kasi minsan iba yung result pag dinikit-dikit. Ano? So, isa-isahin mo. So, 40 minus 38 is equals to, pera, 2. Ano? 2 divided by 21. So, yung result, i-multiply mo sa 5. So, yung sagot niya is 0.48. So, 14.5 plus 0.48 is 14.98. Therefore, the median of the number of sales is 14.98. So, paki-correct na lang dyan. Ano? Mode. So, the mode is the value that appears the most number of times or that value with the greatest frequency. Greatest frequency. No? So, the mode may not exist. And even if it does exist, it may not be unique. So, a distribution having only one mode is called unimodal. Okay, so properties of the mode can be used for qualitative as well as quantitative data. May not be unique and not affected by extreme values. So, we have here example. So, number 1, 18, 15, 21, 16, 15, 14, 15, and 21. So, solution, the value that appears the most number of times, so is 15. So, in the given data set. So, therefore, the mode is 15. Kasi, 15, kasi dito sa number 1, yung 15, ang pinakamaraming mag-appear. So, ilan dito nag-appear yung ilang beses nag-appear dito yung 15. So, 15, 1, 2, 3. Ano? 1, 2, 3. Ano? Unlike sa 21, 1, 2. Dalawang beses lang. So, yung mode, yung number na pinakamaraming mag-appear. Ano? Appear the most number of time. No? So, the answer is 15. So, in this case, the given data set, as example number 2, 2, 5, 8, 9, 11, 4, 7, and 23. In this case, the given data set has no mode because no data value that appears more than 1. So, dito, walang mode, ano? Walang mode dito sa number 2 kasi walang number o puro isang beses lang sila nag-appear. Yung lahat ng mga number dyan, isang beses lang wala miski makadalawang beses, ano? Number 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, and 8. So, the value that appears 4 times then the other is 3. Therefore, the mode is 3. So, dito sa number 3, yung 3, ilang beses nag-appear? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Siya yung pinakamarami. How about 4? 1, 2. So, dalawang beses lang ito. 1, 2, 3. Tatlong beses lang. Ano? So, yung mode natin dito, yung pinakamaraming nag-appear is number 3. Or the 3. Number 4. 12, 34, 12, 71, 48, 93, and 71. Ano? So, 12 and 71 appear the same number of times. So, yung 12 daw, is pareho sila dalawang beses nag-appear. So therefore the mode is 12 and 17. So pwedeng dalawa yung mode pag halimbawa parehong number of times sila nag-appear. So dito sa number 4, 'di ba? Yung 12, 1, 2. So dalawang beses nag-appear. And yung 71, 1, 2. Dalawang beses din nag-appear. So data that has two modes is called the bimodal. Ano? Bimodal. On the other hand, data has three modes is called trimodal. So pag once na nag-appear, unimodal. Pag dalawang beses, bimodal. And kung pangatlong beses, trimodal. No? The mean, the median, and the mode are all averages. Ano? However, they are generally not equal. The mean of a set of data is the most sensitive of the average. Ano? So, yung mean kasi kailangan tama yung sum mo or yung total at tsaka tama yung pag-divide mo. Okay? So, sensitive yung mean daw. So, a change in any of the numbers changes the mean, and the mean can be changed drastically by changing an extreme value. So in contrast, the median and the mode of a set of data are usually not changed by changing an extreme value. When a data set has one or more extreme values that are very different from the majority of data values, so the mean will not necessarily be a good indicator of an average value. So in the following example, we compare the mean, the median, and the mode for the salaries of 5 employees of a small company. So we have here example for the salaries. 370,000, 60,000, 36,000, 20,000, and 20,000. The sum of the 5 salaries is 506,000. So, kung i-add natin, yung sum natin dito is 506,000. Hence, the mean is, so, just get the average. So, 506,000 divided by 5 is 101,200. So, the median is the middle number, which is the 36,000, because the 20,000 salary occurs the most. The mode is 20,000. So, dalawang beses siya nag-appear dito. So, ibig sabihin, yung mode natin is 20,000. The data contain one extreme value that is much larger than the other values. This extreme value makes the mean considerably larger than the median. So most of the employees of this company would probably agree that the median of 36 better represents the average of the salaries than does either the mean or the mode. So that's all. Thank you.